Hey, what's going on, guys? The NATO's Cairo here, and today I'm back with another episode of Octopath Traveler after a year and a half of being gone. After my mic broke, I had to spend a lot of time trying to get a new one, but now that I do have a new one, I'm finally ready to start recording again. So, last time we left off, we fought Alphen's first boss, that giant snake, and we ended up saving this guy, Zeph's. We ended up saving his sister. So, now that we've done that, we are going to head over to this place called Cobblestone, where a man named Olberic is waiting for us, and he shall be the fourth and final member of this four-person party. So, let's make our way over there. It should be relatively easy. I don't think it's a long walk over there, but we'll make our way through as we go. This should also be fairly easy because, if you remember from last time, we gave Hunter a massive power buff thanks to that mighty belt we got from doing a side quest.
This is the beginning of your end.
Ooh, looks like we got some new enemies here. Let's see what they're weak to. Let's try swords. Ooh, indeed.
Here we go.
Lucky break there. Should definitely be weak to axes too. Yep, I was right. Wow, they do a lot of damage.
What next?
Huh. Interesting. Let's try this one. You should be weak to axes too. Oh, I guess you weren't. Huh. That's new. Anyways, let's continue whittling down these shields here. Oh, that hurt. That really hurt.
Next?
Okay. These guys are a force to be reckoned with. Now that their shield's gone, we can use Honet's limb to hopefully clean the rest up for us. Alright, so it looks like that slug over there is weak to daggers. Huh. Thankfully, Linda's still as powerful as ever.
Thou didst fight with courage.
2 level ups, Therion level 10, Alphen level 7. Things are looking good so far. Let us press forward. What's in this chest? Ooh, healing grapes. Early game, also very nice. Alright, something else I forgot to tell you guys. I seem to be suffering from this glitch where my party members are walking in a weirdly glitched out fashion. And I don't know how to solve it. I've tried everything and I can't get it to disappear. So if any of you guys have a suggestion, please let me know, because I can't for the life of me figure out how to get rid of it. We're moving on to the South Clearbrook Traverse now. And we'll just have to keep pressing forward. This should lead us eventually to the Sunlands, where Sunshade is, and from the Sunlands then we can make it to Cobblestone. But it's going to be a long walk there. Thankfully, once we get to Cobblestone, though, and get Olberic on our party, it should be fairly... things should go pretty smoothly from there on out, because Olberic is actually a really useful party member. Highly recommend it. Anyways, let's overwrite my previous saves, because yes, I have been playing some in my off time. It's a pretty fun game. I play it casually quite frequently, actually. Where are we going? Right, to the Sunlands. This should be... yeah, this is the bridge to the Sunlands.
Huh?
Alright, now we can make our way into the Sunlands. Or more specifically, apparently the Southern Sunshade Sands. What an odd name. I think I'm going to ignore some of these chests because they don't have all that much loot, even early game, and I can usually buy some similar loots through the shops anyway. But this should be pretty interesting because there are loads of new enemies here. Alright, looks like you're weak to swords in the front. What about the back? Not weak to axes, okay. Let's bring Linda out. Alright, so it looks like the one in the back isn't weak to swords either. That's interesting. What about daggers? Is the one in the back weak to daggers? Yes, it is. Alright, that's cool.
Letting my arrow fly and
what about bows? Okay, not weak to bows either. They attack a lot, but it doesn't look like they do so much damage, which is good for me. Not very good for them.
Here goes nothing. Out of my way.
Yeah, as you can see, Hana is doing enormous amounts of damage here. Even when compared to Alphen. Hana does 81, Alphen does 28. That mighty belt is doing wonders. Anyways, let's end this. Let's use max steel XP. And the fight's over.
Where's the nearest tavern?
Fairly simple. Alphen is now level 8. Great. Let's see what this chest is. Ooh, an old coin. We can go sell that in a shop for a pretty tidy sum of money. That should help us later on in game, especially since early game money is incredibly tight and you need to spend it quite a bit in order to, upgrade yourself so that you can fight better. We just keep heading here. Let's save real quick though. Oh, looks like we have some new enemies.
Me, then be hunted.
But then again, seeing as we're in a new area, that is to be expected. Okay, no weaknesses yet. Let's try the sword. Alright.
Here we go.
What about axes? Axes as well? Alright, 2 in a row. That's actually quite fortunate.
My turn.
Let's try daggers on one of these guys. Okay, the one in the back isn't weak to axes at all. What about bows? Not bows either. Having a ball? That's a name for a move? That's interesting.
Out of my way.
What about swords for you? Nope, no swords either. Interesting. Oh wow, looks like our party isn't doing too hot on HP, but thankfully we have Alphen for that. Soothing Dust with our Essence of Grapes.
Try this.
And that effectively gives us a full heal. And it's for the entire party as well. Let's focus on the one in the front.
Letting the hunt
Yeah,
begin.
that move is titled Having a Ball.
Holding back nothing.
It's actually pretty funny. Huh, looks like the one...
Out of my way.
Looks like the one over there was weak to swords, which is why we broke it. This fight should be over soon. There's one enemy left. And its name is Red too. And the fight's done.
That's what I'm talking
It was
about.
quite long though. But we do get a nice tidy sum of XP. 27 plus 2 for breaking enemies. Alright, now we can make our way into the South Cobblestone Gap, and from there, it should be very easy to make our way to Cobblestone. This is a very strange area, mostly because its music is quite atmospheric, I will give it that. I like a lot of this game's soundtracks, but to me, the ones in the Highlands, where I'm in right now, seem to be the most unique.
Huh?
And of course, seeing as we're in a new area, we get to see even more new enemies.
Try this.
Coming, if that.
Okay, looks like we got 2 weaknesses in a row, daggers and bows.
Beginning.
Well, while we have those uncovered, let's focus with our attacks, and now we just have one left. Let's try swords. Alright, swords are a good bet. What about axes? Okay, axes aren't useful here. What about daggers? Daggers are good too.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Our bows.
Thou didst fight with
I can't tell. We killed it before we were able to find out. Oh well, we'll just have to find out next time. Alright. Now we can make our way into Cobblestone. But first, let's save. Alright, now that we've saved, we can make our way into Cobblestone. It's quite a peaceful little place, but here we have Olberic. Let us first take a rest, though. This will restore whatever SP and HP we may be missing. Let's see what they have in the shop. Plus, we can sell our old coin there. Yes, old coin for 1500. This dubious gold ore we found for 750, and this bone for a measly $1. Amazing. Anyways, let's see what we have here. Ooh, we have a new knife, a new dagger for Therion. Should I use it though? It doesn't give us much of an increase in physical attack, but it does give us a huge bonus in elemental attack. But I'm not looking to make Therion a elemental attacker. I think we'll just try to find a more physical attack oriented dagger. Well, this greatsword doesn't seem half bad. Unfortunately, however, it's an extremely expensive 7,500, and we only have 11,000. So we are going to avoid spending money, at least until we can get more of it. These silver vests are incredible as well. They give amazing defense. All of this is actually pretty useful. We can actually use these shields. All of them. That's actually pretty good. Let's buy 3 of them. And give 1 to Honnet, 1 to Therion, and 1 to Alpha. I think that's all I want to do, though. I don't need any more healing items, but I guess I could spend some on these herbs. So that way, we don't have to rely on Alpha to cure all of our status effects. But I think we're ready now. We can go find out who Olberic is. Okay, so it looks like we've already got an interesting story. A hostage situation on our hands already. So, who is this man? His name is Olberic, and he's a warrior. In Cobblestone, a remote village in the Highlands, he hires out his sword under the assumed name of Berg. That's a silly name. And incredibly fun to pronounce, too. Once a great knight, he lost both land and liege, as well as his reason for wielding a sword. That's interesting. Yet one fateful day, bandits raid the village he now calls home, stealing off with his protege, the young Philip. Olberic takes sword in hand and sets off after the brigands. He will need worthy allies on the path he has chosen. Well, thankfully, I've just the allies for you, Olberic. Today's your lucky day. We will take you along, and we will hear the beginning of your tale.
Help! Is he man or beast? He's but one, yet fights like a score! God have mercy. That's the unbending blade of Hornburg! Olberic Eisenberg!
You know my name. And so to business. Who will be the next to die?
It's you who'll be dying! Look about you! We have the numbers! Enemy reinforcements on the left flank! To Sir Olberic's side, men! The blackguards have had their way for long enough! Charge! It matters not. We're done here. Sound the retreat! Withdraw to the rallying point! Sir Olberic, I feared we would be too late.
Nothing I couldn't handle. Can you hold this position?
You make for His Majesty's camp, sir?
Just so. Our foe attacked from both flanks, but we have no orders from the crown. This concerns me.
His Majesty is well guarded, sir.
Sir Erhard is with him. I know this.
There is no stronger knight in the realm. Other than yourself, of course, my lord. With Sir Erhard at his side, surely His Majesty is in no danger.
Perhaps not, but we must be certain. I would know how the battle unfolds. Besides, word from the king always lifts the men's spirits.
As you wish, sir. We will hold this ground.
Be safe, and may the gods guide your blade.
And yours, Sir Olberic.
Heavens have mercy. His Majesty's own guard, slain to the last man. Who could have done such a thing? Erhard. Where is Erhard?
So, it was you.
My liege! Erhard, what is the meaning of this? What have you done? Ah!
Have you not eyes? The king is dead by my hand.
Madness! What treachery is this?
No madness here, but call it treachery, if you will.
I thought you a friend. A brother! Ah!
Brothers indeed. How many times did we cross swords like this in the practice yards? And how many times have I told you? I see your every move, your every strike before it falls.
As I see yours.
Ah, but you've not seen everything. I saved one trick for the day I knew would come.
Always the same dream. Ah, Philip. What is it?
Crivens! How did you know it was me, sir?
One must always be on his guard, even when he rests. Yes, a knight... No, I am no knight. Just a man with a sword, and nothing more.
If you say so, sir. But there's lots of men what carry swords that can't do half of what you do. Oh, I almost forgot, sir. The headman's looking for you. Says he wants a word. He didn't say about what.
Tell him I'm on my way.
Yes, sir. I'll go on ahead and let him know, sir. He'll be in the square. You know the one.
How many years has it been since Hornburg fell? My liege lost. My land in ruin. I wandered aimlessly. After a time, I came to this village. Here, I earn my keep as a hired sword, hiding behind another man's name. Defending the villagers from bandit raids, teaching young men how to handle a blade. Not a glamorous life, but it puts food on my plate. A man like me knows only the battlefield, worth only as much as the blade at my side, and the arm that swings it. When that blade fails to save my sworn liege, what does that make me? For years, I've asked myself that question. No answer still. At least, not one I like. One thing I do know is that I owe this village a debt. A debt I intend to repay. But that's enough brooding for one morning. The headman's waiting.
Berg, sir! Ho there!
I see. Hmm?
Yes.
Indeed.
Just so.
Christ, those story sequences are long. That was about 15 minutes or so of just story. But at least it was pretty entertaining. But anyways, it looks like we have an identity crisis on our hands, because Olberic doesn't know what to do with himself. Anyways, let's do as the game told us and talk to this man right here. What does he have to tell us?
Oh.
I see.
Ah.
Okay, so it
I
looks
see.
like these bandit raids are being quite a problem. So,
Why,
Yes.
We might have to deal with them later. We are definitely going to have to deal with them later, judging by what the game is telling us.
I wonder. Berg, sir.
As you wish.
Beg pardon?
Looks like this Philip kid is quite enthusiastic to follow Olberic around and copy whatever he's doing. As children are wont to do, though.
Oh.
Alright, so just what's going on here? This is pretty suspicious.
How can I ever repay you?
I see.
Alright, so here we are going to be introduced to Olberic's path action. Dueling. We can basically fight them. It's like Hanet's provoking, only more noble. Let's see how Olberic fares in battle.
Let us fight with honor.
Alright, so what can Olberic do? He has access to a sword and a spear. He has two skills at his disposal right now: Level Slash, which attacks all foes with the sword, and Abide, which increases physical attack for 3 turns. We are going to be using the heck out of that move. I tell you that.
Out of my way!
Alright, looks like he's weak to swords.
The battle is true.
And it's over. That
The
was
thrill of the fight.
slightly underwhelming. But hey, at least it gives us free experience. Yes, I know. I absolutely kicked your butt. Now shut up. Alright, well that was something. Now let's go fight this dude.
Let us fight with honor.
Okay, if the other one was
battle
weak
is
to
truly
swords, this
joy.
one should be weak to spears. Or maybe they're also weak to swords.
The
Let's
battle
find
is
out.
true.
Oh yeah, they're also weak to swords. So
The
just
battle
choose
is
either one, I
true.
guess.
I am out of my way.
Yeah, another
With each
rather
battle, I
underwhelming
grow
fight,
stronger.
I must say. But the experience is always useful.
I see.
Alright, so now that we've done that, what's next on our to-do list of things?
Indeed.
Just so. What's this? Yes. I thank you.
I see.
Well, that was, rather mundane fight scene.
No.
Hey, come on! I do?
I see.
Hey, thanks.
Looks like Philip is a pretty ambitious fellow. I wonder how that'll hold up for him later.
You got it.
Alright. That was relatively quickly, but it looks like we have another story scene right up ahead. Oh boy, things are getting tense. Looks like we're finally gonna face off against these brigands I've heard so much about. Unfortunately, though, this video is getting rather long, so I'm gonna have to cut it short right here if we're going to, you know, proceed normally so I don't bore the heck out of you with progressively longer and longer storylines. So I'm just gonna have to end it here for now. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Octopath Traveler. Do stay tuned for the next one, where we will go fight off the brigands and then go fight off Olberic's Chapter 1 boss. If you like this video, please make sure to comment and subscribe so that way you don't miss my future videos just like this one. And make sure to keep an eye on my channel, as I will be starting new Let's Plays of new games very soon. I'll see you guys next time.